Hey guys, so what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? Hope you're doing really well and have a really great day. In this video, I'm going to be testing out two RTX 3090s head to head, and I am wanting to see which one will give me more Bitcoin. Is it going to be Nicehash or 2Miners? And you guys may be saying, what? 2Miners, Bitcoin, how is that possible? Well, just recently, and this is not sponsored, I'm not affiliated with 2Miners nor Nicehash. 2Miners just enabled Bitcoin payouts on their Ethereum mining pool, as well as Nano. All right, so I believe with Nano, the payouts are pretty much free. There's no withdrawal fee. And with Bitcoin on their Ethereum pool, it has a payout fee of like, I think less than 50 cents or something, which is just amazing. As you guys know, mining Ethereum directly and then trying to withdraw it from a mining pool or anywhere, the transaction fees are just ridiculous. Anyways, I thought I would go ahead and try like a real world test on two of the exact same GPUs. I can achieve the exact same hash rates you guys just saw on the screen and relatively the same power consumption as well. So we're gonna try Nicehash versus mining on 2Miners Ethereum, but it paid out in BTC. So that is something I'm really curious about. And just a disclaimer, this is a video not trying to discredit Nicehash or 2Miners, trying to switch people over to either or. Results may vary, as it could be anything from the latency to the mining pools, silicon lottery of the GPUs. Okay, I know that these 3090s, even though I can achieve the same hash rate, I do have the exact same overclocks, but all GPUs are not made the same. Okay, so there could be some disparity in terms of maybe share rate or maybe latency or figuring out, the difficulty of the share, many different variables out there. Like I said, I am not trying to persuade people to mine to either or. And like I said, this is not sponsored. I'm not affiliated with Nicehash nor 2Miners in any way in this test video. I just want to reiterate that because some people may say, this or that. Anyways, you guys saw the power consumption. You guys saw the GPUs that I'm using. And this is the hash rate that I'm achieving right now. I'm using T-Rex miner on both of these cards right now. Okay, just to clarify with you guys, I'm just mining to Nicehash as a test, and the other one as well. And you can see here that here are my overclocks, just to clarify with you all. So I have test rig 02 and 03, and they both have the exact same overclocks of 1120 core, which I'm using absolute core clock, and then 2200 memory. Okay, and fan speed is at 90, and we can achieve 121.5 mega hash for both of these cards. Okay, so pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm mining the Nicehash, but I do have two new flight sheets here that I made, but I haven't put them on yet. Okay, so I have a flight sheet here, 2Miners ETH to BTC. Okay, so that'll be for test rig number 2. And then I have the Nicehash one of going to test rig number 3. Okay, so I'm gonna apply these to the rigs right now. I'm not gonna start them, but I'm just gonna get it ready. And then we're gonna start these rigs at the exact same time. And then I will come back in 24 hours, maybe not exactly 24 hours, but we're gonna see how much Bitcoin is on 2Miners and then how much Bitcoin I have on Nicehash. And I have brand new accounts, so a brand new Nicehash account and a brand new Bitcoin address that I'm mining to on 2Miners. So let me just apply these flight sheets at the same time and I'll be right back. Okay, I just applied the flight sheets, and looks like 40 seconds ago and 33 seconds ago. So looks like test rig 02 is about 7 seconds ahead. Anyways, it looks like it's probably just building the DAG right now. Let me hit Control F5, and let's just see what hash rates we're gonna get. Okay, so there we go, 121.6, 121.4. Okay, it looks like it's, yeah, that's relatively the same. and I think we were getting 121.5. So it looks like it is like fluctuating between 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, but generally the same. I'm gonna say Silicon Lottery, but we have the exact same overclocks. I just want to make that very clear. Okay, all right, so it's going now, my friends, and here is my new Nicehash account, and test rig number 3 just joined. And here is my 2Miners account, and it looks like it's just joining right now. 3 minutes ago, the last share, so we can see actually in HiveOS. Let me do another refresh here. I want to take you guys in real time because this is really cool. I haven't done these kind of tests for a while, so I'm excited to see what's gonna happen here. So I'm gonna hit on this. So it looks like the 2Miners rig has only found one share, one accepted share so far. So I guess that depends on the difficulty on the mining pool. And then the accepted shares on the Nicehash rig is at 19. So I guess the difficulty rate on Nicehash is gonna be a lot lower. And for those that don't know, Nicehash is not a mining pool. It's a hash rate rentals website. So there's people buying hash rate and utilizing that to maybe like solo mine or just have massive amounts of hash rate on a pool. And 2Miners, it's a mining pool. So we are grouped in with a bunch of other miners that are gonna share the piece of the pie, essentially. And so I'm just interested just to see which one's gonna garner more Bitcoin. And I know there is a lot of disparities here of maybe Nicehash. There could be a buyer that buys more Bitcoin at a certain time of day. So, you know, for Ethereum, for example, that we're mining Ethereum on this rig. So anyone that rents out Ethereum could pay more for that, but there's no way to calculate that type of thing. But anyways, guys, real world test here, same GPUs. We're gonna see what happens in 24 hours or so. I will see you guys in around that time, and we'll see how much Bitcoin we have in our balances on Nicehash and on 2Miners, okay, on 2Miners here. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see the reward payout over here in BTC once it shows up here, I guess, on 2Miners. We'll see how that goes. Okay, my friends, so interesting stuff. We'll be back in 24 hours. Okay, guys, so it's been more than 24 hours because I realized I started this test on the weekend, and I do work a full-time job, so I wasn't able to get home in time for 24 hours, but we're over 3 hours in this test. But it doesn't matter because we can see in total how much each in 2Miners and on Nicehash that we've mined. Okay, so let me quickly start with this, and I'm also going to talk about, after this, I show you the testing flaws that could change the yield outcome that I want to talk with you guys after I show you the profitability here of both 2Miners and Nicehash, because there could be some different outliers, some different variables that could change the outcome of how much you that I've earned in this 24 hours. Okay, so we'll talk about this in a second. Anyways, let me show you first 2Miners. So for the past day and 3 hours, okay, I just want to show you guys here also the accepted shares. Looks like on Nicehash, they have accepted 9,669 accepted shares and rejected 28. Okay, 2Miners, they have accepted 1,316 shares and there's no rejected here. Okay, so be mindful of that. Now, let's go to 2Miners first, and you can see here. So what 2Miners does is they combine the unconfirmed balance and the unpaid balance, and we are going to take this number right here. This is the last 7 days. Okay, so I was going to do 24 hours, but we're going to do the last 7 days because we're going to take the total amount of Bitcoin that we've mined for the past day and 3 hours. The same idea is going to go with Nicehash, which I'll show you in a second here. So we're going to take this, okay? Let's see, 16,730 Satoshis. All right, so that's about $10.61 according to CoinGecko, or 10.57 in USD according to 2Miners. Then we're going to go to Nicehash here. And so we recently did just get a payout, I think, about 40 minutes ago. I think they pay out 6 times every day. Okay, so every 4 hours they pay out. That's what Nicehash does. And so we have about 15,933 Satoshis here, but we also have an unpaid mining balance, which I don't believe is added to this amount. So we're going to add that together. Let me just open up the calculator, and we're going to go like that, plus this amount of Satoshis. Going to go back here, plus equals, we're going to copy this now, the total, okay, unpaid balance plus the BTC wallet, and paste that into another CoinGecko here. We got $10.37. Okay, so there you go. 2Miners is $10.61. Nicehash is $10.37. So I'm going to say we are, like, this is really close, to be honest. And there's a margin of error, I'm going to say between 1 and 3%. I don't know what the margin of error people use. Maybe it's 3%. So if we do the math there, I think that falls under the margin of error. So realistically, these guys, Nicehash and 2Miners, they're paying out the same. But in this test, 2Miners it shows in my testing, real world test here, that it paid a little bit more, about 30 cents more as of now. But I have been watching these numbers, and there were times where Nicehash did have a higher balance, okay, including the unpaid and the total according to 2Miners, okay? So there were times when Nicehash was a little bit higher. But as I'm recording now, a day and 3 hours after, that is what's happened here. And I have noticed also the hash rate for the test rig 03 has been jumping all over the place. So I guess depending on where, I don't know, maybe the buyers are renting this hash rate, it's been jumping around from 121 to 122. And the 2Miners one has stayed steady at 121.6 or 121.4 to 6. So that's been pretty good. But I've noticed the Nicehash rig fluctuating like 1 mega hash. So I'm guessing that depends on where the buyer is renting the hash rate. Okay, so you guys saw the numbers there. Pretty interesting. It's close. It's like perfectly close, like in the margin of error, in my opinion. Now, before you guys are like now gonna switch over to 2Miners, this video is not about that. You guys make your own informed decision, what makes sense for you if you are mining into Bitcoin, that is. I want to talk about the potential flaw here, the test that I did, that could change the outcome, all right, the yield. So sure, 2Miners, it showed that I mined a little bit more on that rig, okay, specifically, but there are some variables here I want to talk about. So if I was mining Ethereum on 2Miners, right, there could be a chance that 2Miners may have hit a couple huge blocks, all right, which we've seen before. And I don't know, recently, I think it was like last week, there was a 193 ETH block that, I think it was 193, that 2Miners mined, okay? So that's, right, that could happen on any other mining pool, ETH mining pool, that is, okay? So that's a possibility where that could boost your profitability randomly. And so this goes towards all the other mining pools, right? And so now switching to Nicehash, right? Nicehash, they are not a mining pool. So they would not be able to garner these huge blocks, okay? But what if, though, okay, and I'm going to read here straight from Nicehash's website, is buyers participate in an open marketplace where they can select cryptocurrency that they want to mine, a pool on which they want to mine, and set the price that they are willing to pay for it and place an order. Okay, so this line right here is, it could be a variable, could be an outlier that, depending on the time of day, maybe somebody wants to pay a little bit more Bitcoin to garner more hash rate, or to pay for that hash rate, right? A set price that they are willing to pay for it. Some people could pay more, right? Or some people could just pay whatever the market is. But for people that want to maybe get that hash rate and maybe, try to get a huge block randomly when the Ethereum network is busy, then that could happen, right? That could happen. And so, yeah, I haven't done the research of where, see what kind of blocks 2Miners has mined for the past day and 3 hours. That's just too much work for me. And then there's no way for me to know on Nicehash who has placed an order for hash rate and willing to pay more for it, right? And so that would cause more Bitcoin towards the sellers, like the people that are mining, which is the rig that I had on Nicehash. So yeah, this could happen anytime. And so anytime, which can change the amount of Bitcoin earned randomly, that in my opinion. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Where, it could be Nicehash that can make more in some days, and maybe 2Miners will make more in some days, like I said, because of this. Okay, now, the last thing I want to talk about is the fees for withdrawing Bitcoin. Let me go to the fee structure on Nicehash and 2Miners here. So let's do 2Miners first. So their fee structure here is, if they say here, each payout to BTC costs you less than 50 cents. They claim it's less than 50 cents, which is great. They said here, when miners get payouts from our payment gateway, they only pay a part of the transaction fee on the Bitcoin network. We group all the miners' payouts in one transaction, and the transaction expenses are then divided between the miners and in equal parts. That is why the current fee for each miner is less than 50 cents, which is amazing. So that's really cool on 2Miners to implement something like that. And obviously, if you were mining into Nano instead, it would be free, as you guys can see right here. So that's pretty cool on 2Miners to do this. Now, let's talk about the Nicehash fees. Okay, so they got fees here for buying hash power, selling hash power, but the main thing I want to get out here is the withdrawal fees from the Nicehash wallet. Okay, so if I were to do a test, which I can't because the minimum to withdraw Bitcoin is 0.001 Bitcoin minimum to withdraw. Okay, and the fee here, they says here, is about 15 Satoshis based on the blockchain conditions. So the Bitcoin network could be a lot busier, and so transaction fees are going to be a lot more. There is the Lightning Network, and I think this way, though, you need to have a wallet that's on a node, I guess. The Lightning Network has to be on 24/7 type of thing. And then you have Coinbase, which I don't recommend being paid out on Coinbase unless you're selling every day. And then they have Pay Year, which minimum is the same as the any BTC wallet. But for most people like me, I'm going to say it's going to be any BTC wallet. So it's going to be a while for me to hit this minimum payout. And for 2Miners, though, it looks like the minimum that I could be paid out for the Bitcoin that I have on 2Miners at the moment is, let's see here, we can go to my account settings. And so it says here the minimum payout value to withdraw is $21 in ETH or 0.005 Ethereum or 0.0003 BTC. So are we at that 0003 Bitcoin yet? And no, we are not. We need like another day, another maybe day and a half to hit that 0003, 30,000 Satoshis. Okay. So if Nicehash is 0.001, right, it's going to take a lot longer on Nicehash. You guys are probably wondering, you know, after the withdrawal fee, who is going to pay more, Nicehash or 2Miners? And that's a really hard thing to test out. I guess I'd have to wait until I hit the payout for the minimum payout for Nicehash, which would be 0.001, right? And then on 2Miners, I'd have to wait for that. I'd have to wait till that time. So it'd be, I think, like another 4 days, 5 days to hit the minimum payout on this one RTX 3090. Anyways, guys, I just want to end off with, you know what, since the things have, it's been, as things are going along now, it's been about, I think, 10-14 minutes as of recording. I'm going to copy this number here on 2Miners, the total. I'm going to paste that in. So we're at $10.70 now. I'm going to see if we have garnered any more Satoshis on Bitcoin, on Nicehash here. Okay, so there. And let's see what it is. Okay, so there you go. $10.47 versus $10.70. So yeah, it's still about 30-cent difference there on, 23 cents difference there between 2Miners and Nicehash, which is extremely, it's literally the same in my opinion. Again, the margin of error. So guys, it's the same in my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys are mining on 2Miners for Bitcoin or Nicehash and tell me why. I guess there might be some pros to Nicehash actually, because they do have reporting tools and like that kind of thing. Like you can export your transactions on 2Miners. I guess they only have the payout kind of thing here, and they don't have like, daily micro transactions of, how much Bitcoin you've mined, because I know Nicehash does that. So I guess depending on if you're doing it as a business, Nicehash has a lot of good reporting that way. Again, I am not affiliated or sponsored by 2Miners or Nicehash. I'm just explaining what I'm thinking out of my head here. Okay, so anyways, guys, I think that's it. Let me know your thoughts, and if you think my testing methodology was flawed in any way, I did explain some here, but I'm sure there's a lot more that I have not thought about. You guys can let me know down below. I really appreciate it. This was a fun test. Let me know if there's another test you guys want me to do with my RTX 3090s. This is something I want to do more often. I want to just test out a lot of different things, we can try another mining pool versus another mining pool or something. You guys let me know down below, please. I really want to know. Thank you guys for watching. This is a long video, so let me know if you got to the end as well. Have a good one, and peace out.